Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Rooster Run is a tight little real-time game for kids. We're going to be picking up these worms and matching them to these cars. This game is a lot of fun, but it can be pretty tricky because it's the subtle differences in those worms and what those chickens are going to be looking for. The worms could be exactly alike, but one has spots and one doesn't, or one has glasses and one doesn't. The different colors to me is a little bit easier to pick up, but some of those subtle differences are all really tough. So when we real time, that means somebody quicker than you might be able to do a lot better, but there's some luck. If I have to pull over two worms that score right away, well then you know what? I did a really good job, which is why they play multiple rounds to kind of streamline that luck over time, if you will. I think gamers could play this as a filler game if they wanted to. It's the silliness, the good fun, yelling cock-a-doodle-doo while you're playing and all this kind of thing. And I think that it has that in it, but really it's predominantly a children's or family game, but it is really fun to play. It's not, it has a lot of luck into it. You're going to kind of go with it with that kind of attitude. I think you'll be okay playing it with your kids. There are a lot worse games. Are there a lot of decisions to make? I don't know. It's more about recognizing what you pick up. Oh, okay, this is on one of the chicken cars that we're trying to score, more than any kind of strategic depth or strategy that you'll be implementing into the game. So for me, I'm going to stick it right in there for just the kids as a keeper. I'm going to let them take this game, be able to play with it when they want, and be able to utilize the rules and have a good time. And one that I say is a keeper. If you have small children, you should definitely check this one out. Here is Rooster Run. It has a beautiful, beautiful package here that has on it. This is very enticing for kids. And it does explain what's going on in the game, which is fantastic. Plays up 2 to 6, 7 and up, right on it. Although I think you can play a lot younger than this. You're going to have a rule book that will be inside. You're going to have a custom insert. Blue-orange is great for their components. And these tokens, these tiles that they have, these are the thickest ones I've ever seen in my life. The cards have great artwork on it. They feel great in the hand. You have your little custom thing, and then you'll have these that will be placed on your fingers when you're playing. A little big for dad, but it works a lot better with the kids. It makes it look like a chicken. I mean, that's just fantastic. Kids love this. They love picking it up like this, and you're able to say to the kid, just pick it up with this. So these are a great addition to the game that, wasn't necessary, but fantastic to have. Okay, here's the full color rulebook for Rooster Run. It has the same box art from the front, which is great. The font is going to be really, really small. It was like they didn't want to spend any more money on a rule book, so they made the wording as small as you can. You do get some great pictures that are included in it. There are not any examples, really, but the game is pretty simple. Content list up here without pictures, which is okay, I guess. I don't like that. End of game over here, and a little bit of an example on the back of some variations that you can use to make the game different, easier for younger children. Pretty good, actually. The rulebook is really good. I was able to play it within minutes, and that's fantastic. To set up the game, each player is going to get a sweetheart card. So you're going to get one of these at random, and it'll tell you which chicken. If you're able to fulfill this chicken's needs during the game, then you will get an extra 5 points. You'll take all the tokens, and you'll put them face down on the board. Now, I'm just using a few of them, but you can just imagine all of the tokens being there. And then what you'll do, you're going to turn over 8 of these chicken cards, and you'll put them on the table where everybody can see it, and they'll be wanting different worms. Will be what they want, and you can see the chicken cards will correspond to the sweetheart cards, if you will. I do want to highlight the difference in these cards. So you have a skinny worm without polka dots with glasses. It's yellow also. Here you have a yellow one with polka dots who's fat and glasses. So that's how close they can be sometimes. So what you'll do on your turn is you take your little chicken here and you have your face-up cards around the table, and you'll be able to take a look at one of these. And if you feel like it matches one of these cards, which it does, not in that case, in this case, it matches, but you won't say that yet. So you just take the tile and you turn it face down and put it in front of you. So when you get 2 tiles, like, hey, this matches 1 too, and you'll put it down in front of you. If somebody has 2 down, the round will end. Now the trick is you can only use your fingers like this. So you can't use 2 hands. You can only look at 1 tile at a time. It has to be the one with the funny eyes on it. So if you're the first person to find 2, then you yell out cock-a-doodle-doo, which will end the round. Everybody has to immediately stop. You flip over your tokens, and I can score mine first. So I would score for this guy, which would give me the 3 victory points listed on the card. Now this guy wasn't out, because when I'm just showing you, so having 8 cards, I'm just having 2. This doesn't match. So I'm going to get negative. I'm going to get a broken heart for that. And at the end of the game, it's going to take away one of my scoring cards. So you do not want to get broken hearts if possible. If the game ended right now, then I would have to discard this card at the end of the game to pay for my broken heart and then score whatever cards I had left over. So the game will continue on for 4 rounds. And you're always free if you don't want it, just to look at it, put it back, look at it, put it back, look at it, put it back, until somebody feels like they have 2 matches. The game ends, you get rid of your broken hearts, you score the rest of your cards, whoever has the most points wins the game. Who should buy this game? This is going to be for families with little kids. I think they'll really like this game. This game, actually, because of the real time and the speed element in it, I think that it will be able to grow with your kids, where as they get older, you can still have fun with this game, because this game is not about strategy, and it's not about being silly little kids, but it's about speed and recognizing those patterns. And once people are really good at recognizing those patterns, it's just a matter of flipping them over and seeing them. Sometimes you probably put one down that was a match, but your brain was just trying to process it so fast. But really, predominantly, I'm going to recommend this for people with kids. The parents will have to hold back a little bit when they're playing with kids, because it's going to take kids a little bit longer to process the information. If you're a parent who cannot hold back whatsoever, then this probably isn't the game for you. Otherwise, it's a keeper for any family with a small child. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing games.